Oh, what's going on, Vikings fans? It is Skol side coming back to you with a full game preview on this lovely Saturday. We're going to be talking about Minnesota Vikings heading up against the Carolina Panthers in this video. Anyways, if you guys are new here, please subscribe to the YouTube channel, and I'll always appreciate a like on the video. Trying to get the likes up lately, and I love the comments. Love, you guys know who you are, commenting on every single one of my videos. Spot on all you guys. Anyways, Minnesota Vikings, Carolina Panthers. Vikings are favored by 3.5. That's what we're going to be talking about in this game. Full-on game preview. And I'm going to be talking about X factors, certain things to look out for. Anyways, Vikings, Panthers tomorrow at noon. That's what we'll be talking about. Let's get into it. All right, so the first storyline I really got to mention is, Teddy Bridgewater, Teddy 5, Teddy 2 gloves coming home. First game back in Minnesota. I mean, the emotions just for me as a fan. I'm a younger Vikings fan compared to some of the veteran Vikings fans who've been around for this suffering for a while. But Teddy was a quarterback I grew up watching. He was kind of like the first quarterback besides Favre that I really got emotionally invested in. Obviously we had Ponder, and you can't really get emotionally invested into him. But I just think Teddy, as the way he just controlled the locker room and just the leader he was, so much fun to root for, and I'm still rooting for him at every single game. I'll always be rooting for the Panthers now just because of him. But anyways, Teddy, X's and O's. Let's talk about it. Teddy, he's very similar to Drew Brees. And I'm not saying he's on the level of Drew Brees. Well, honestly, now I might say he is. Obviously, I'm biased towards Teddy. However, they play very similarly. And I think that year under Drew Brees for him was incredible for his career. He's not going to make mistakes. He's just going to take what the defense gives you, but he's also not afraid to take chances. I think Teddy and the Carolina offense are a big believer in get the ball to the skill guys and let them make plays. Get it out quick. Keep our quarterback off the ground. Obviously, Teddy sometimes has accuracy issues. However, he's been fairly accurate this year. Teddy, it's just the only thing I can really knock on his game is the way he reads the defense. He seems like he's still a little slow, and it's just his arms not as big as other guys' arms in the league. But when it comes to just accuracy this year, he has been incredible. Put the ball where it needs to be put, and Teddy has been great in doing that. Obviously, the injury report. This is also something huge that needs to be talked about going into this game. Let's start on the Panthers side of the ball. I think the main one I want to talk about, I assume Teddy's going to be playing. I'm not going to really talk about that. I'm just going to assume Teddy's out there. If not, it's going to be P.J. Walker. Anyways, it's McCaffrey. I have a hunch McCaffrey's going to play. I have a hunch that the Panthers really want this game for Teddy, and we're going to get their best game. I just have a hunch McCaffrey's going to go out there, and he'll be making plays for this Carolina Panthers team. But, however, even if he's not there, Mike Davis is still a good running back. I know it makes a huge difference having McCaffrey. I mean, us Vikings fans know having Cook compared to Madison, even though Madison's still pretty good, it makes a difference. Obviously, if McCaffrey's there, I think it changes the game. I think it makes it just a harder game for the Vikings offense to stop. But anyways, I'm excited to see McCaffrey play if he does with Teddy. I just want to see a good game, but I assume McCaffrey and Teddy will be playing for the Panthers. All right, anyways, then on the Vikings side of the ball, the injury report with them. Right now, I know Ezra Cleveland's going to be out, and I am pretty sure Irv Smith's going to be out, and Thielen is really up in the air, but I think he'll be out too. So our offense is going to be handicapped this game, which is not good, especially since the Vikings offense, like I said yesterday, I think they need to score a lot of points. Injury report not looking well. Obviously, I'm a fan of Brett Jones. I haven't really made a video about him yet, but I'm a fan of Brett Jones and what he does for the Vikings organization. I think he's good. I think he's a big, stocky guy. He can move well, and I think when our final 5 offensive line going into next year, I think it should be Reef, Jones, Bradbury, Ezra, and then O'Neal. That's what I would put out. That's, I think, my dream offensive line. But anyways, it sucks not to have Ezra. I mean, obviously, he was developing so fast and so quickly. That's a hit. Irv, obviously the same way. He is a baller. I'm a huge fan of Irv. I want him to get the ball more. But anyways, Thielen being out leaves Jefferson open for a big game. And that's really what I want to get to my main point is I think tomorrow is going to be another game where Jefferson kind of puts himself on the map again. I've been on this case where I think Jefferson's our best receiver on our team, and I know that's no knock at Thielen. I still think Thielen's top 10, but I'm not scared to get out here and say I think Jefferson's the top 10 receiver, and I think you guys will see that. I think he's frankly a top 5 receiver in the league right now. I just think he's raw talent. I mean, he has the most yards per target in the league. And that's what frustrates me so much with the Vikings is I get he's a rookie. However, I think he needs to get the ball early and often. He's a star. Get him the ball. I mean, you got to treat him like a D-Hop, because if that's what you want him to be, treat him like it. You know, I mean, he's only exceeded your expectations so far. Let's give him another expectation. Say, hey, you go be the man. We'll give you 15 targets against the Panthers with Thielen out. Go make plays. Also, this gives guys like Tajay Sharp, Olabisi, Chad Beebe chances to step up. Rudolph could be big in the passing game as well. But then again, I think the Vikings, I think it's just got to come down. They got to establish the run, then they got to take their chances. You know, we know the Vikings formula. It's run, 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 and then pass, pass, pass. I think it should be flipped against Carolina. I think we should come out slanging the ball. I mean, I want Jefferson to have four catches on the first drive. I think he should just be early, often, Jefferson. I want the announcers talking about him potentially breaking a record. That's how much I want Jefferson to get the ball. Anyways, that's how I think the Vikings should attack the defense. Defensively for the Vikings, I think it's pretty simple. I think if you just play that cover 2 man Zimmer wants and just not get beat, but, you know, pretty much the defense has to be like, if we hold them under 25, I'll feel comfortable. And, you know, normally in Vikings teams in the past, it was, hey, Teddy, you go get us to 21 points and we'll win. Now I think it's the opposite. Now I think it's like Cousins being like, hey, you guys hold them to 25. We'll go get this victory for you. And that's where I think the mindset should be. Obviously, Eric Kendricks is going to need to be huge, especially if McCaffrey's playing. Obviously, Harrison Smith, I felt like he struggled last week against Dallas, just reading coverages, which is a little weird. He was guessing on a ton of 50-50 plays, which is not like him. But, you know, he was being aggressive. Obviously, the league is out to ban Harrison Smith from the league, in my opinion. But anyways, my final predictions for this game, that's what I'm going to get into right now. All right, final predictions. I'm going to start off with the score, obviously. I think the Vikings are going to win in a shootout. I think it's going to be 31-28. Just flip the score of last week. Vikings come out on top. I think it's going to be high scoring. I think it's going to be close, so I don't think it's going to be a blowout. I think the Panthers do end up covering. However, this line is going to be 50-50. However, there's also a part of me that is not going to be shocked if the Vikings blow their doors off. And that's the thing. I think if the Vikings, if they come out and be who they are, I could see this being a messy game, but I'm just going to play it safe. I'm going to go 31-28 Vikings. Kirk Cousins goes for 303 again. Jefferson, I'm putting him on. This is a big game. 150 yards, 2 touchdowns. I think Jefferson's going to absolutely pop off this week. If you got him in fantasy, you should be excited because I just think the matchup is perfect for him. I think Dalvin has a very similar week last week. I think this game's going to feel very similar to how it did last week against the Cowboys. I just think the Vikings will fine-tune a couple things on defense and get it locked up just a little bit more. And I think the offense needs to just constantly have their foot on the neck, and that's what I think they're going to do. Again, I've called this for 3 straight weeks. Jeff Gladney, first career interception coming up this week. It's got to happen eventually. I've been calling for it for 3 weeks. That's my bold prediction on defense. I want to see DJ Wonnum getting in there. I think Ifedi's going to have a big game too. I'm going to put Ifedi on 2 sacks tomorrow in the afternoon. But anyways, that's my full game preview. Vikings 31, Panthers 28. Give you guys some things to look out for. Anyways, guys, if you guys are new here, sub. Leave a like on the video. A like would mean a ton right now. Comment down below. See you guys later. Skol Vikes. Let's get this dub tomorrow.